Having a dedicated area in your garage for tools and woodworking is a major benefit. Having that area organized will make your projects that much easier. I'm going to take you through my process for planning and organizing my workspace and give you plenty of tips along the way. We're going to go with a workbench, some clothes storage, and then a large pegboard area for really easy accessible tool storage. Ben is starting off with some measurements, and we're going to start by installing the pegboard first, then we'll layer in the other pieces and load them in with all the tools. All right, how are we looking here?
I marked out the studs and got our first level line, so we're ready for the first furring strip.
Okay, great. All right, so what I have here is a panel of pre-painted pegboard. I like this because it's already white. It's gonna look nice and clean. This is standard size, but we're gonna have a ton of different attachments and pieces that will be used to hold all kinds of hand tools and even some small scale power tools as well. First thing we need to do though is get some furring strips on the wall. And Ben has found our center point here and our studs. And now the reason we're adding a furring strip is you don't want your pegboard flush against the drywall. So we need to have a little bit of separation here. If you have exposed studs in your garage, then you're in luck. You don't even need to bother with furring strips. You can go right into the studs. Cool. All right, so our pegboard is fully installed, and now we're going to bring in the workbench and the clothes storage that we have, and then we can get them all loaded up with our power tools and supplies. This pegboard wall is awesome. It looks super organized. Everything went from total chaos and clutter into this, but I have some tips to give you for how we organized everything. Think about the items you use the most and make those readily accessible. So drills, hammers, utility knives, screwdrivers, those should all be kind of in this first row so that you can get to them easily. Next, you want to group like items. To hang everything onto the pegboard, I picked up a pegboard accessory kit, so it had a ton of options for me, all different types of ways I could hang things, and that's good because we have a variety of shapes and sizes here that we needed to hang. Another thing that I use that is really cool are these magnetic squares, and it's awesome because things will just stick right onto it. Here's what I have going on here. I chose a 6-foot sturdy workbench. This has a butcher block counter, which I really like for working off of. And then the back here has a backsplash, which is really awesome because then screws and small tools and nails don't roll off the back. I also like that there was plenty of space underneath to put additional storage. On the sides of the workbench, I added more closed storage. So this cabinet here is housing most of my larger scale power tools. I like that the door's closed, that it's lockable, and also it has really big, deep drawers to fit everything that I need. On the other side, we opted for a storage unit that's on wheels, which is really nice if you're working on a project kind of outside of the garage. And then above it, a wall cabinet that I paired with that so that we're making use of all the vertical space that this garage has. With this level of tool organization, you have no excuse not to get started on your next project.